Hello and welcome here to Talk FCB and welcome to the Barcelona against Eibar match preview as La Liga is very, very close to finally returning. We've had the international break, it's gone on for far too long. I've spent most of my time moaning about it, but it's very nearly over and La Liga is just a few days now away from returning because on Saturday, for the first time ever in history, Barcelona take on Eibar live from the Camp Nou on Saturday evening. It's going to be a brilliant game simply because Eibar are a tiny team, they're a small Basque club, they've come up this season for the first time ever they're in La Liga, and for the first time ever they're going to come to the Camp Nou as just a small team with low-level players, they're not recognised, and it's going to be a real outing for them, and it's a very important game for us as well. We play after Real Madrid, we play just before Atletico, they play on Sunday morning, so the pressure is going to be on going into this game, a game that we should certainly win. Eibar, though, are doing very, very well. They're punching far above their weight. They're 8th place. They've drawn their last 3 games. They're unbeaten in 4. And they've had some very, very good results this season. Very, very shock results as well. They gave Atletico Madrid a few worries when they went to the Calderon. Atletico Madrid only just won that game. They've got draws with Villarreal. They've got a draw with Athletic Bilbao as well at San Mamés. And it's a very, very mean feat to go there and get a point. So by no means will this be an easy game. Don't look at the players, don't look at the team and think this is going to be a walkover, because what Eibar do is they play different to any other team in La Liga. They're very much a long ball side, they're very, very direct, they'll be very, very physical as well, no doubt. I'm not really sure in the way they're going to approach the game. I'm not sure they're a complete bus parking team. I don't really think that'll be the case, but of course when any team comes to the Camp Nou we often see a lot of players behind the ball, but certainly when they do get the chance, Eibar will go forward, they will attack us, and the one thing which does worry me about this, Eibar's speciality and the way they score most of their goals is from set pieces. Now, that is a real worry for us. We need to make sure we've done our homework, we need to make sure that we're marking correctly, and we don't want to give away any silly free kicks in and around the box. They've got a real free kick specialist in Javi Lara. One of the things I will say though, no player of theirs has scored over 1 goal. They're rather shared around the side, they sort of chip in, and if you've seen any of Eibar's goals this season, they don't score tap-ins. The goals they score are long-range screamers, they're outside the box, they're free kicks, they're volleys, everything you can do from outside the box, they'll just hit it and hope. They're really, really optimistic side, really positive team, and we got to be careful because Eibar can score at any moment. It only takes one of those 30-yard volleys to go in and suddenly we're starting to panic a bit. So in this game, if we get the chances, if we are on top, we need to go and finish the game off. We need to kill the game off, get the game won, and then concentrate on our Champions League match against Ajax, because this is a big game. And coming back off international duty, we've often heard of the FIFA virus. We come back off international duty, we're not quite at it. The players are a little bit fatigued, the long flight, late getting back, lack of training this week. We've got to make sure that Luis Enrique picks his team wisely, because quite frankly there'll be players in that team who maybe aren't quite ready, who aren't quite up to speed, they've had a long flight. Neymar, Messi, they're both going to be coming back very, very late. Their matches with Argentina and Brazil finish rather late, which is very, very annoying, I must say, because when you go on international duty, when we release our players to go on international duty, the last thing we want is them coming back late and not being able to train, not being able to prepare for the match in the right way, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see the team that Luis Enrique picks. The players that will return to training today: Ter Stegen, Mathieu, Mascherano, Sergio Roberto, Munir, Messi, Sandro Ramirez and Neymar have all rejoined training today, which means they've got today training, they've got a bit of light training tomorrow, and then they've got a little bit of light training on Saturday morning. So there's going to be enough time to get up to speed. I've been reading in the national newspapers in Spain, Sport are saying that Pedro is suffering from fatigue. He will not play against Eibar, and it's also a doubt for the game against Ajax. Now, there's knock-on effects with that. If Pedro doesn't play against Eibar and Ajax, who's in better condition? At the end of the day, Luis Suarez is sitting in the wing. He's had some very, very good game time. He's fully fit. At the end of the day, if somebody's not fully fit and Luis Suarez is waiting there, if Pedro doesn't play in these next 2 games, who's going to be starting in the Clásico? And I'm telling you now, it won't be Pedro. So it's going to be interesting to see if Pedro can make it back. There's going to be some interesting names thrown up for this game. I think Sandro and Munir will start. I think both of them could possibly start together. One of them will definitely start this match. It's going to be interesting to see what sort of, defensive pairing he goes with. I've seen a lot of people say, will Claudio Bravo be dropped for this game and Ter Stegen come in just to get a bit of game time, and then Bravo will play in the Ajax match and then the Clasico? That won't happen. Bravo is the league goalkeeper. He'll play in the league, I'm sure of that. Jordi Alba played with Spain, but he should be okay. We may see Adriano play. He's not had a lot of game time this season. He could come in. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Montoya play right back as well, although Dani Alves didn't play much over the international break, but of course Montoya has been in training the entire week, so that could possibly be an option. Marc Bartra, of course, played a little bit of Spain over the international break. He could come in. Gerard Piqué had a bit of problem with the police parked in a bus lane. He got done by the police or something. The stories about Piqué really annoy me because, the more I hear about that, the more I think that maybe he isn't thinking about the footballing side of things all the time, and just stupid things he gets into sometimes. Mascherano could play. He was probably a bit late getting back off international duty though, so then you might look at Jimmy Mathieu. He only played one of the games for France in the international break. In midfield, Sergio Busquets will probably play in midfield with Ivan Rakitic and Iniesta. Xavi could play though. Again, he hasn't had any time in the international break. He's been in training all week, so we could possibly see Xavi, and that would certainly be a good option. I think I would probably start Xavi against Eibar. I think he's got a really, really good thing to play against them. And as I said, the strikers will be Munir, possibly Sandro. Messi may play, Neymar may play, but at the end of the day, that they could be tired, and we don't want to risk anyone. We don't want to go into any unnecessary injuries. We can always have them on the bench. Worst comes to worst, if we do need to bring them on, we can do that. So it's going to be interesting. I cannot predict Luis Enrique's lineup this week because everyone coming back from international duty. I don't know how he's going to react to that. I don't know what he's like. I'm not sure if he's going to completely rotate his teams or if he's still going to try and put together his strongest lineup, regardless of who came back late and what have you. So let's wait and see what he does. Make sure your predictions are down below, guys. I'm going to be making my prediction right now, which is going to be Barcelona to win, and we're going to win it 3-0. I'm going to go with 3-0, so leave your predictions down below and see if you can get it right on the day. Thanks for watching. As always, please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you very, very soon in the next podcast. Visca el Barça.